Hello everybody, and welcome back to Asagao. I really need to confirm it. I'm almost tempted to say verbalization, but that's not even a word. The pronunciation. There we go. I'm almost tempted to look up the pronunciation of Asagao Academy. But for now, just fuck it. Just fuck everything. Last time we met Jontron and Jacques and came to class, and we were forced to say our name and stuff, as you can see here. Anyways, let's move on.
I'm really excited to be here. I hope you'll all take good care of me from now on.
I'm gonna do something real quick. Give me a second. Okay, and we're back. Just turning down the music, just so I can turn up the audio and editing. Everything will be a little clearer. Because I'm tempted to not turn down the music in editing, or the game volume editing, because I want people to hear the people talking in the game. But if I just turn down the music, then it shouldn't be an issue. I bowed my head to the class, and they clapped politely. When I looked up, PBG wasn't frowning, but he still seemed oddly confused. Maybe he always looked like that. Thank you. You may be seated. I returned to my seat, heaving, that's a little, okay. Heaving a small sigh. The hottest part of the day was over. Shizuka began to talk about the standard procedure for the semester, the rules for classes, when homework was due, and that sort of thing. It was all very similar to my old school, and I spaced out in spite of myself. A brief flicker of movement caught my eye. PBG again. I glanced at him, and his head snapped back to the blackboard. What was his problem? Class continued on like that until finally the bell rang, and it was time for lunch. Mai stretched her arms over her head and yawned. Oh, that was a yawn? There you go. It's a little... It wasn't quite in the player voice, but whatever. Man, I hate the first day of class. It's always so boring. Weren't you looking forward to it this morning? Something about exciting things happening? Well, yeah, but it already did. You met Jontron, didn't you? Now I've got nothing left to look forward to. She sighed. And I was hoping to see Jared before class, too. Oh, yes, something I found out in between recording sessions. Apparently this is not unicornism, despite what I thought. Apparently it's supposed to look like Jared's wife. Yep. I've never seen Jared's wife, so yeah, whatever. She slouched and fell across the front of my desk. It seemed like this would be happening a lot. Is Jared really that hot? May's head snapped back, her eyes flashing with rage. What did you say? If you stare directly at him for too long, your nose will melt off. I've seen it happen.
What?
Anyways, let's head to lunch. I'm, like, super hungry. Oh. I looked at my backpack. It held up well throughout class. But I worried that if I didn't take some time... I'm laughing at my own voice because I was playing Diablo 2 recently, and I'm just reminded of Deckard Cain. There is a place... Nope, that's the other girl. I always want to say the line of Deckard Cain is, there is a place of great evil as the den of evil, but Deckard Cain does not give you that quest. So, I don't know. The Herodric Cube. That's a little better. I looked at my backpack. It held up well throughout class, but I worried that if I didn't take some of my stuff out now, I might do some permanent damage to it. I couldn't exactly afford a new backpack. I need to put something in my locker first.
Oh
Emma. But if we don't go now, they'll run out of sesame seed buns. Oh. It's okay, I'll just go on ahead. You come find me, okay? Alright. Oh.
I was so lucky to have someone like her as my roommate. Because I could, I went to my locker and emptied out some of the textbooks I didn't need. I smiled to myself. My introduction went well. Good thing Mai was there to give me a little head boost of confidence. Especially with PBG staring at me like that. With his big, beautiful green eyes. And his facial hair that doesn't quite work in the context of this game, because I'm fairly certain that these are high schoolers. That might not be correct. Don't quote me on that. Maybe I could ask her what was up with him when I met her in the cafeteria. It might just be the way he was. Cheered.
I guess cheered is sort of a state of mind.
I headed for the cafeteria. I carried my melon bread through the minefield of people, searching for the now familiar sight of Mai's red hair. Whatever.
I really need to search up what melon bread is. Where is she?
I couldn't see her anywhere, and there were almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food, and splitting the cost of soda. I thought it said spitting for a second. I was very confused. Suddenly, I felt very anxious and very alone.
Isn't there anywhere I can sit?
Just then, I spotted a table at the front of the room. A lone boy sat... Fucking brutal moose. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing his spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general. He was having a hard time with it. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. Well, no wonder he was eating spaghetti with a spoon. Perfect. My favorite way to spaghetti. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning at the front of the room. And he was wearing a jacket like the Normal Boots Club, but different. A gold and gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club? Or maybe he was friends with them?
Hey!
Hey, what?
Hana!
Oh my!
Mai appeared between me and the boy, who glanced up at us before returning to his spaghetti. Before returning to spooning his spaghetti.
Thank goodness I found you. I saved a table for you in the back. Oh.
I looked at the boy and then back at Mai.
Come on.
She grabbed my shoulder rather forcefully and pushed me to the back of the room.
Hey, what's wrong?
Wow!
You are so lucky I got you when I did. That kid is brutal, Moose. His real name's Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club. I want to hear the fucking story to this. The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival of the Normal Boots. He's really weird. I mean...
She looked around. She looked around her to make sure no one was listening in. But we were completely alone in a little corner of the cafeteria.
Of course he does. Of course he does. He speaks in Comic Sans? Whoa. Yeah, it'd be better if you stay away from them. Especially since you've already gotten to know some of the normal boots guys. What are you talking about? I only met John today. Today. Yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes you.
Really?
Is that what you thought it was?
Either Mai was blind, or she had a serious case of wishful thinking.
Oh, totally. It was so cute. Just like from my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight aliens together. I don't think that's gonna happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. Aliens and all. So, now that you're good with PBG, you're in good with PBG.
You got it in with PBG.
Can you introduce me to Jared?
You bastard. Ulterior motives out the ass. Oh, was that what she was getting at? A hot flash of doubt seized me. It was possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the normal roots guys. That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still, looking at her shining, eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea.
I actually thought PBG didn't like me.
What?
What? Why would you think that?
Well...
He was glaring at me. Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle. Wait, a triangle what? No? What? I can see it.
Stars practically erupted from her eyes.
PBG, I can't. But Hannah, I love you.
PBG.
But my maidenhood. Where are you going with this?
I slammed my fork onto the table. Mai looked pleased with herself.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair, which is really weird since it's like a cotton candy like color. But you're really white, so it kind of works. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. Still.
I searched my mind, eager to change the subject.
That was an impressive scenario. Which it really wasn't, because there were no details given at all.
What?
What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot.
Mai laughed nervously.
Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated?
Mai told the story of a past friendship with this girl. Like they were eternal arch nemesis. Apparently they had some bad blood. I nodded, choosing to take the time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. I got up and tossed our trays together. Sure. As I headed towards the door, though, Mai hesitated.
Hey, I forgot something back at the dorm. Oh, need help? No, I'm totally okay with it. I'll just go get it. I'll see you later, though, right?
See you later.
Okay, see you in class? I guess.
I waved, and Mai sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and headed back to Poppy Hall. Large groups of 7 or 8 people were lying out in the sun, playing catch and eating lunch on the lawn. It looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. Without students inside of it, Poppy Hall looked a bit like an abandoned hospital. My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the first floor. The first floor. I climbed the stairs to the first floor. Let's just go back. As I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. There was nothing to do. I didn't even have a book to read. I sighed. I should have brought it when I had the chance. But now something else happens, 'cause that's how games work. And they don't just lock you out of shit. They just put you on a different path. Hopefully. I stepped into the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. A boy sat on the windowsill, and he jerked up when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. Excuse me. Hello? I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood and shook his head, then crossed to a desk on the opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly. Another Normal Boots jacket? This guy, he was Shane from the Normal Boots Club. How on earth did this keep happening to me? I swear I'm dyslexic. Shane sat down at the desk, fidgeted with his hands a little, then turned to look at me. You're the new girl? I honestly don't even know what Shane sounds like. Not that I'm accurate with any of my voices, but whatever. I nodded. My name's Hannah. It's nice to meet you. He nodded. Shane. Shane. My name, Shane. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This was my chance to get in with the Normal Boots Club, and I was blowing it. That peaked a little. I sat down at my desk, fiddling with my hands. There was nothing for it. I had to try to make conversation. Shane looked at me, unsmiling. You're part of the Normal Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? Yes, I am. Why? He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me. Oh, I just saw your jacket, so I trailed off. The jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if he expected me to crawl out of my skin and reveal myself to be a large, amphibious reptile. I had to do something. Who knew when another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Skype. Busy. Sorry about that. Surely he wasn't on to me already. Maybe it was better not to risk it. Talk. So you play games, right, then? Right? Shane looked over at me. I've always been interested in video games, but I didn't get to play them much growing up. They're really expensive, and my dad couldn't afford them. But I used to go overnight to my friend's house to play there. Shane didn't respond. Now what? I was out of stuff to say. What did you play?
What?
What? Mario Kart? We go into battle mode on the triple deck. He would drive around by himself on the top level, and I'd try to booby trap the lowest level. Of course. There's a good spot next to the ramp. I'd wait there until my mom came racing down.
the ramp to find me, then smash it with a red shell.
Shane's angry stare faded. He was smiling, sort of. He made the whole room seem 10 shades brighter. Or maybe I was more relaxed.
Your mom must have been mad.
She was, but she always let me do it. Probably on purpose.
Did your mom...
A door slid open. Mimi and her friends, a couple of chattering girls, entered the classroom. They stopped and stared at me.
They stopped and stared from me to Shane. It was clear they thought they were interrupting something, even though they were sitting on opposite rooms, sides room. Sorry. No, it's fine.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy they caught me talking to the Shane of Normal Boots Club. The girls went to their desks and sat down.
What were you...
Shane was staring at me again, an odd, hurt look on his face. I immediately felt like I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to. Did he know what I was trying to do? But I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to talk to him. He was an interesting guy. It's not like I only talked to him because he was in Normal Boots. But he turned, pulled out a notebook and some pens and scribbled away, thoroughly ignoring me. The air was stuffy. I tugged at the collar of my shirt, sweating. The girls kept looking at me over their shoulders, as if they expected something. I smiled hesitantly at them. They smiled back, then started a conversation among themselves. The atmosphere was broken. I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke to him, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal. I'm just gonna say that line once again, because that's where we're gonna leave off. They were anything but normal. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, favorite, follow me on all that social media shit, it would be really appreciated. So again, see, I don't know how to start this. I want to say thank you everybody for watching and then leave, but I also want to say thank you everybody for watching and then plug my shit. So I don't know. Thank you everybody for watching. I am the Morbid Hobo, and goodbye.